Today is Saturday, December 27, 2025. Significant geopolitical shifts, high-stakes diplomacy, and major weather events are dominating the global headlines. Top global news. Thailand and Cambodia ceasefire. After weeks of deadly border clashes involving airstrikes and heavy artillery, the two nations signed a ceasefire agreement today. The deal, signed at a border checkpoint, calls for a halt to all military movements and the repatriation of prisoners. Trump-Zelensky meeting. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky is preparing to meet with Donald Trump in Florida this Sunday. Talks are focusing on a potential peace framework, though Zelensky noted that, quote, key issues remain unresolved, particularly regarding security guarantees and a potential demilitarized zone. Somaliland recognition dispute. Somalia has formally demanded that Israel withdraw its recognition of the breakaway region of Somaliland. Tensions are rising as African regional bodies largely reject the move, while Donald Trump has stated he needs to study the situation before following Israel's lead. U.S. strikes in Nigeria. Following Christmas Day airstrikes by the U.S. against ISIS targets in Nigeria, the Nigerian government has defended the cooperation. However, local villagers report significant property damage, and some political advisors have called the specific ISIS claim sketchy. Conflict and security. Russia-Ukraine. Russia continues to launch deadly strikes on Kyiv and Dnipro. Meanwhile, reports indicate that Denis Kapustin, leader of the Russian Volunteer Corps fighting for Ukraine, was killed in a drone strike in Zaporizhia. Syria unrest. A devastating terrorist attack on a mosque in Homs during Friday prayers killed 8 people and wounded 18. The UN has unequivocally condemned the blast as the country struggles with instability following the fall of the Assad regime. China trade laws. The National People's Congress passed a revised trade law today, granting the government broader powers to counter foreign trade restrictions and regulate strategic exports, effective March 2026. Disasters and weather. Winter storm Devon, USA. Over 1,500 flights have been cancelled, and 40 million Americans are under weather warnings as a massive winter storm hits holiday travel. Japan pileup. A 67-vehicle crash on a snowy expressway in Japan has left 2 people dead and dozens injured at the start of the country's end-of-year holiday season. 2025 climate cost. A new report released today estimates that extreme weather, including heat waves, wildfires and storms, cost the global economy over $120 billion in 2025. Sports and culture. Chess. The World Rapid Championship kicked off in Doha. Magnus Carlsen and Gukesh Dommaraju are among the early co-leaders in the open section. Cricket. England has broken a 15-year losing streak in Australia by winning the 4th Ashes Test in Melbourne. AFCON 2025. Egypt has officially qualified for the knockout stages after a win against South Africa, while Ivory Coast began its title defense with a victory over Tunisia. Would you like me to find more specific details on the proposed Ukraine peace deal or the current status of the U.S. winter storm?